Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Thursday, May the 22nd. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday morning. I didn't know whether I'd be with you or not, but after Tuesday, my week is going to be a little different each week between now and the next few weeks or months. I'm busy on a few very important and fun projects. They're going to hopefully turn into a possible ebook that I'm looking at and a new speaking platform. So, with that, I have a little different schedule. I will definitely always be here Sunday and Tuesday, and then it'll be different going forward. So, let's plan to be together though, and please check back always because I love having you here for my videos. With that, I am going to ask you, as I always do, to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel from St. John, chapter 15, verses 9 through 11. Jesus said to his disciples, "As the Father loves me, so I love you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy might be in you and your joy might be complete." Jesus talks about the ever present topic of love and remaining in his love, and he makes a clear connection between love and joy. Well, love is a very used word, but actions, they don't follow as much as the words are said. That's just a fact. Used very casually and probably should not be. But there's something we can do about it, and the something is usually found in the gospel, and it is today. I will tell you that one of the subjects for the new project I'm working on is love. And there's an animal that I feel is extremely effective at showing love and remaining in love. But for today, we're going to talk instead about what Jesus says about remaining in love. And I'd like to explain to you with an analogy that love should always be a very busy two-way street. Love between us and Jesus and love between us and anyone else should be a very busy two-way street. You know what I'm saying, right? We should both be, if it's you and another person or us and Jesus, we should be very active and it should be two ways. It should never be one way. But there's a reality. A reality is there are bumps in the road. Bumps in the road happen and they're part of life. And some of those bumps maybe are too difficult to overcome. However, our two-way street with Jesus is a very smooth road on his side. He offers nothing but smoothness. There may be a few things we don't really understand that are going on. That's certainly possible. But when we look back, we know that Jesus is offering us the smoothest ride towards love possible. And then with animals, let's be upfront here too. There's very few bumps from animals, is there? Right? Very few. They are also, much like Jesus, offer a very smooth ride towards love. The bumps come with our relationships with other humans. And what are we to do about that? Well, I think what we to do is we look at how it is said that we remain in love, and we always go back to Jesus. And yeah, we could use our animal friends too as motivators. How do we remain in love with Jesus? Because our side of the road has a few bumps. We're human, and his side is very smooth. So it's up to us to be two things to remain in Jesus' love. The first thing is communication, connecting with him. I always say that prayer should not just be saying an Our Father and getting up and walking into our day. Prayer should be conversing with Jesus. He wants to know about our life, the good times and the bad times. And isn't that true in our human relationships too? Open, honest, connecting, and communicating goes a long way to smoothing out the bumps on the road of love. But if we start with Jesus, we could certainly go a long way, can't we? The other one is to be as loyal as possible in all areas of life and make the other individual a priority. A priority. And be loyal and loving. And with Jesus, he has to be a priority in our life. That will smooth out many bumps in our life, in our road of love, and will help us in our relationships with others. So, my friends, I offer you this analogy, but I tell you to make sure that a top priority of your day is remaining in love with Jesus, understanding he is always doing his part on this two-way street, and we need to smooth out a bump here and there. And those bumps can be smoothed out very well with good, effective, solid connecting and communicating, honest, and yes, loyalty and honoring those things that are important to be loyal always with Jesus. And then it ripples from there to our other relationships. Sometimes the shortest gospels have the most powerful impacts. And we heard a short gospel today, but I believe this one really can make a true difference in our life and the lives of those that we are associated with, including, of course, always our animal friends. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. As always, I hope it was helpful and you could take it into your day and through your week. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you all a wonderful Thursday, and I look forward to seeing you back here on Sunday with another scripture reflection. Until then, take good care.